What's up, guys? This is Trebis here with the answers to the Ask Me Literally Everything, and I will answer you literally everything. Unless you're a terrible troll, and then I'm just gonna not even read your answer. Sorry, that's how it goes. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this. I'm gonna try to do every single one of these. Got 108 comments in 24 hours, so that's cool. Alright, can you dance? No, not at all. Not one bit. Do they sell beer at BlizzCon? I've never been to BlizzCon. I hope they do, because that would be amazing. Maybe some, like, Warcraft, StarCraft themed beer? I don't know. That'd be cool. Have you ever tried to contact Husky or any other caster for publicity help? No one nearly as big as Husky. I've tried to do some collaborations with some people, and it's been, I've done a little bit of that, but nothing really lately. Hey, if you want to let Husky know to promote me, then cool. Go do it yourself. That would be awesome. Do you work with Machinima or any others? I am a Machinima director, so they pay me, which is awesome. Will you do any casts with other people? Yes. I'm hoping to do more things with other people in the future, especially with Diablo 3. I want to do like a full 4-player complete playthrough of at least one difficulty, so I'm working on setting that up right now. Was it right for the F1 race to go ahead in Bahrain? I have no idea. I see the Maple Leaf, my friend. First question, are you Canuck like me? Follow-up, do you think our country is going to crap? I am not a Canuck. I am not Canadian. I just have silly hats that sit around and occasionally sit on top of my head. And the Canadian one was one of my favorites, so it was there. I don't know if your country is going to crap. Are you a banana? I really don't know. I don't think bananas can type, but who am I to judge? Can you help me with TVZ late game strategy? Can I help you specifically? Maybe if you send me a replay, if you send me a Terran replay and you say, hey, look, I'm having trouble with this in the late game, maybe I'll make a video about it. Maybe a replay sucks and I won't. I don't know. What is your favorite U.S. president over the last 100 years? My favorite U.S. president? Oh, I don't have one. I don't follow politics all that much. Ford or Chevy? I'm going to go with Ford because they're doing some cool stuff with technology, so I like them. Do you believe in God and why? This question is here a lot, so I guess I'll go ahead and answer it now. No, I don't believe in God. I was raised in the South, in a very Christian area. I was raised as a Christian. I was a Christian until, I don't know, sometime in early high school, maybe freshman or sophomore year. I stopped going to church, and then I realized that I didn't believe in any of that, so I'm an atheist. Who won D3 Collector's Edition? No one yet, because the winner will be announced on May 15th. Will you play Heart of the Swarm and Stop D3 when Heart of the Swarm comes out? I will play both, because I'm a gamer, and that's what I do. You can probably see my videos shift focus a little bit depending on what I'm interested in. Like, I've been playing a lot of Tribes, so I made a couple Tribes videos. It's kind of how it works. If you had to eat your own poop and was allowed to put one thing on it to make it taste better, what would it be? Nutella. I think Nutella probably will cover up the taste of anything terrible better than anything else in the world, so I'm going to go with Nutella. What do you think about string theory and quantum physics? Do you understand it? And if you do you see any flaws in it? Obviously, I only understand it from the perspective of someone that's being told about it, from someone that doesn't understand it. So clearly, I don't understand the math behind it. String theory is weird because, and I think it keeps on getting weirder because they keep on having to add dimensions for it to work. Like, I don't know how many dimensions that they're talking about string theory has now, like 11, and they're tiny little dimensions wrapped up on each other. It kind of fails the simplicity test for me a little bit, where it keeps on getting more and more complex instead of more simple, which is kind of the way I feel like things should go. So I don't love string theory, but I'm not an expert, so I really don't know. What is to you one of your greatest gaming moments? Oh man, greatest gaming moments. Well, I can just think of one of the most fun things I've done in gaming, which was, not many people played it, but TF2 had an arena mode, which was like kind of like Counter-Strike, where each side, you only had one life. As soon as you were dead until the end of the round. And I played that for a long time, and it was so addictive and so fun. But unfortunately, the community never caught on to it. But that was like the best I ever was at TF2 was when I was playing Arena. Like, you would play in Arena servers, and you would get insanely good, and then you'd go back to the regular servers, and you'd be like, why are all these people just letting me kill them? Why aren't they trying to... What's going on here? It was amazing. Gay people are born gay or by choice? I think it's both. At least most psychological studies about this whole... not in specific regards to sexuality, but in terms of the... whether you were born with traits or whether it's part of your environment, the nature versus nurture thing, most of those studies say that it's both. So I think probably for sexuality it's probably the same thing. There are influences in your genetics and there are influences in your environment, and it's probably both. If people were born gay, all identical twins would be of the same sexual orientation, which is not true. That's not a question. Blah, blah, blah. What's your favorite band or genre of music? Oh, I like listening to music with like strong musicianship. I want like people to be playing instruments. I've played piano, guitar, and I played trumpet in high school. So anything where I can see someone skillfully playing an instrument is what I like. So I like a lot of like 60s and 70s music. Probably favorite band of all time, I think would have to go to Led Zeppelin, because they are just the best ever. Do you trim your pubic hair with scissors? No, I'm a fairly hairy guy, so I have to use hedge clippers. Do you wipe from front to back, or do you wipe from back to front or front to back? What made you want to go to commentaries? Okay, do you wipe from back to front or front to back? I actually do a swirling counterclockwise motion, except for when I'm in the southern hemisphere, and then I do a clockwise motion. What made you want to go into commentaries as opposed to strictly strategy videos? Just because they're easy, pretty much, because you can, with a commentary, you don't have to do any pre-preparation or post-editing. You can just kind of load up a game and talk for a while, and so it was easy content to put out for when I don't have time to do the other kind of strategy stuff, which I think I'm better at and I kind of prefer doing. Have your friends ever commented on what a soothing voice you have? Not really. No. How long does it take to grow a beard like that? I would say about 21 years is how long it took me to grow that. No, it was probably more like 6 weeks. About. Would you rather get laid or would you rather play StarCraft 2 both at the same time? What's your opinion on Nietzsche's influence over Dostoevsky? I don't think Nietzsche had any influence over Dostoevsky because most of his famous work came out after Dostoevsky's novels were already written, so probably nothing. Also, what's your opinion on Blizzard? By the way, I totally just BS that question. I have no idea. I hope I sounded smart. Did I sound smart? I'm not. Also, what's your opinion on Blizzard not putting PvP into Diablo 3 for the start? Another example of not finishing a product with the excuse of DLC. I don't think it had anything to do with DLC. I think it had everything to do with getting a game out the door. Blizzard iterates more than any other company in the world, and if you look at their marketing for Diablo 3 and how much the game has changed, it's unbelievable how much it's changed. So I think they were just didn't have time to fully make that the best experience they could, and I think it'll come out before any kind of Diablo expansion. I don't think they'll charge for it. If they charged for it, they would be just so crucified. They would be just dead. I don't think they would do that. How old are you? I'm 24. Did or would you like to study at university and what major? I studied business at the University of Texas at Dallas. If you had unlimited power and could create your own company in which you had to work, what would you do and what kind of company would it be? It'd either be some kind of new media company like all the companies that are popping up now. Like, I wouldn't mind. I would love to work for like Machinima or one of these other networks like the Twit network or Revision 3. I'm just interested in new media in that space, and so I would like to have a company there. It would either be that, or the other thing I would like to do is do like venture capital and get to fund and work with startup companies and help them grow their businesses. I think that would be really cool. What countries would you like to visit before you die? All of them. I want to travel a lot. Yeah, I'd like to go everywhere. I'd like to make a big Southeast Asia trip right now because I'm interested in that. If you had to choose from one of the 5 big world religions, which would it be and why? 5 big world religions. So I'm not actually sure what these would be. Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, I really don't know what 4 and 5 would be. Buddhism's not that big. Judaism's not that big. Maybe one of the Chinese. I really don't know. I'm not sure. Did I forget something? Christianity, Islam, Hinduism? I don't know. But I would go with Buddhism because Buddhism, you have to. There's not very much that's difficult to believe. Most of it has to do with being a good person and enjoying life. And I agree with a lot that the Buddhist religion says. What food do you like? What's your favorite? I'm not a foodie. I don't have a favorite food. What's your first video game? It was probably... it was something on the Atari 5600. It might have been Super Breakout, which was awesome. We had an Atari 5600 before I had any other game console. It was my dad's. My dad was like a total nerd gamer. Less so nowadays, but yeah, he played games. So he had an Atari, and that's what I played. So, Super Breakout, it was awesome. How will your last video game in life look like? I don't know what that means. Okay, hopefully I can do a few questions. Are you a big hockey fan? No, not at all. What team? None of them. Do you watch Spartacus or Game of Thrones? I watch Game of Thrones, and I absolutely love it. Have you done mushrooms? No. If so, no. Have you watched gay porn before? Yes, but not on purpose. Did you like it? Nope. Lol. Are you a PC enthusiast? Yes, I'm a PC enthusiast. I'm a PC elitist. I try to be tolerant of our console friends out there. But what can I say? I mean, PC is just a better platform. I'm a total elitist. Specs on your machine. I have a i5 2500K and a GTX 560 graphics card and a bunch of other crap. So that's it. This question is it's a stupid question. What drugs have you done? Just the boring ones, friends. Sorry. Nothing crazy. Will you cut your beard into a mustache for that video? I don't know what that means. No, I don't think I would grow a mustache because I think I would look extremely creepy with a mustache. Do you believe in God? Nope. Where do you stand in terms of politics? Also, since you said physics interests you, I oblige asking. Okay. Where's your stand on politics? I lean to the left. I'm for a lot of social liberties, but mostly I'm apathetic because, yeah, I just can't. Politics is so. Politics and business are so ingrained in the American political system that I feel like we don't control our politics. I feel like the big businesses do. So I am a frustrated voter who does not want to even be a part of it anymore because I feel like it's worthless. It's terrible, but it's true. That's it. How are you doing at the moment of doing this video? I'm doing pretty good. It's like 1:50 p.m. and so probably going to be getting lunch soon. A little bit hungry. But yeah, other than that, I'm doing good. I got my like caffeine water. I drink that like Mio Energy. If you've ever tried that, it's delicious. I don't like coffee, but I like caffeine, so I drink that. Are you going to go pro and join an SC2 team or become a pro caster to get a job with a company like IGN, blah, 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 cast company? I'm not a commentator. If I was trying to be a commentator, I am failing horribly. So I'm never going to be a StarCraft 2 pro. I'm not going to be a commentator. That's not what I'm interested in doing, so no. What do you believe in or don't believe in? Whoa, that's a big question. Many things. What do you think about the ferocious capitalism that our society is living on these days and how us as gamers contribute to it? Do we need to be selective and try to change some things? I hope you like the question and you're doing a great job on the channel. English is not my main language. What do I think about the ferocious capitalism of our society? I think capitalism is probably the only fair way to let people have as much success as they want to have, but it also needs to have limits because people's greed is also unlimited, and I think the distribution of wealth between rich and poor is just going to get worse and worse and worse into this country until some kind of radical shift happens, because the more money you have, the easier it is to make money, and in a zero-sum game of the world economy, someone has to lose if someone's going to win. Hand positioning. Okay. What do you have that beard so pretty? I don't know what that means. When playing a game or learning a new skill, how do you make yourself improve it the fastest way possible? Fastest way possible is to concentrate on one thing at a time. It's going to be that way for pretty much anything. I've learned a lot of new skills, and you just it takes practice and patience, and you should have kind of a linear way that you're trying to improve. Don't try to improve at everything at once. With most things, there's a certain kind of fundamentals that you lay down, and then you start stacking stuff on top of that fundamentals. So once you get the fundamentals, work on individual skills, and then you'll be awesome. Why does life suck? Life does not suck. Life is not inherently good or bad. Life existed before there was anyone that said it was good or bad. Life just is. So if you think life sucks, that's a problem with you, not with life. So I suggest you work on yourself and figure out why you think life sucks, because there are many people that think life is awesome. I do think life is awesome sometimes. Most of the time. Sometimes I think it sucks too. Whatever. How thick are your eyebrows? Can you see that? I would guess like maybe a centimeter. I don't know. Pretty thick. It's a trait of my family. Pretty thick eyebrows. All right. I tried to remove the black dot on my screen and I noticed it was Trebis' skin. Ta-da! It's gone. No, it's still there. How can I improve my PvP? My 4-gate always fails. Don't 4-gate. Find another strategy and do that instead. I would love to hear your thoughts on the Flying Spaghetti Monster. I am a dedicated worshiper of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Yeah, he's real, people. You can't prove to me that he's not real. What is best in life? What do you regret most? If you could be a video game character, who or what would you be? What is best in life, and what do I regret most? The best thing in life is to have a passion and to follow it and to pursue what is important to you without consideration for, without fear or consideration of, the bad things that could come out of it. I think I like pursuing things with no doubt in myself. What do I regret the most? I don't regret things. I don't spend much time in the past worrying about things that are already over. I try to live in the present. If you could be a video game character, who or what would you be? I would be Artosis. That's that. I hear everyone say metagame or metagaming. I get that it's to do with the development of strategy over time, but can you clarify, please? Metagame has to do with, it's pretty much that. It's what you know about your opponent before you've actually seen your opponent doing anything in game. It's what you know about how the strategies are evolving over time. It's what you know about types of builds people are using on certain maps. Metagame can apply to many things other than StarCraft 2, but it's the game outside of the game. It's kind of the psychology of the game versus just the mechanics of the game. Why can't I beat Zerg as Terran, God, the bane of my existence? Could be a lot of things. Are you Canadian? No, I'm not. What runs but never walks, often murmurs, never talks, has a bed but never sleeps, has a mouth but never eats? It's a river! And I knew that was a river before anyone said it. I hope that's from the Dark Tower series, because that's where I know that riddle from. Do you want to have children? Not right now. No, sir. Yeah, not for a while. Maybe eventually, but that's in a life far away from now. And like I said, I live in the present. I don't worry about the future or the past, to an extent. What is your RTS gaming background? What league are you in SC2? And what do you do to improve? My RTS background is very limited. I became interested in RTS with StarCraft 2. I fell in love with it, and it became pretty much the only thing I wanted to do day in and day out. So that's my StarCraft 2 background. I'm in Diamond League, but I hardly ever ladder, so I don't really improve. I haven't improved in several years, or maybe a year. I haven't really spent time improving my current skill. Why are your eyebrows so large? Genetics and the fact that I don't pluck them except for the area in the middle where I get a unibrow, and so I do have to pluck there. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, folks. Okay. Can you justify the Federal Reserve System and the egregious fractional reserve lending being conducted by the banks? Fractional reserve lending is being done by every civilized country on the planet, I believe. So I think, don't we become uncompetitive if we don't do that, and our value of our currency deflates? I don't know. Not an economist. What do you think of my channel? Any feedback? This is not in English. This is in Spanish. So to answer you in Spanish, no. If you could be any cell in the human body, what would it be and why? If I could be any cell, I'd probably be I'd probably be a neuron of some kind. I think it'd be kind of cool to be a neurotransmitter, shooting little blasts of chemicals and electricity. All right. Do stream? No. Will you stream? I could. I think I need a better upload speed to stream at a good quality. I could stream at a bad quality now, but when I do something like that, I like to have it in good quality. Also with ZVP, how in God's name do you deal with 11-minute Colossus, Stalker, and Sentry, and what else can you throw you a push? I always lose my third and proceed to lose the game. I don't know. I'd have to see a game. Send me a game. sc2noobschool@gmail.com. Tell me that you were this question, and if I use it, then I'll use it. I can't promise everyone I look at every game, though, so sorry. Are you religious? And if not, then what are you and why? I'm not religious. I'm an atheist because I don't believe in any of the gods, whether the ones people currently worship or ones of the past. Canadian hat, yay! What are your philosophical beliefs on the origin of the universe, and would you consider yourself on the side of tolerance of others' opinions, or more interested in the right answer? This is a good question. I like this question. My philosophical beliefs on the origins of the universe are the Big Bang happened, and then things coagulated and stars formed, and chunks of gases or stars created heavier elements that coagulated. I don't know if coagulated is the right word, but formed planets, and then eventually the planet Earth formed around this little sun that we call our solar system. And so that's how we're here. I take the scientific view because, I'm not religious, so that's, yeah. And would you consider yourself on the side of tolerance of others' opinions or more interested in the right answer? You have to be both. I think for me personally, I'm interested in the right answer for pretty much everything that I do. I like to find truth wherever I can. And am I tolerant of other people's opinions? Yes, of course I am. First of all, just because you should always be tolerant of people's opinions, because you live inside the universe inside of your head, but other people live in their own universes inside their own heads, and things that they believe as strongly as the things that you believe, and who are you to say that you have the correct answer or your opinions are better than theirs? So just from that perspective, just from a human moral philosophy perspective, I think you have to be tolerant of people. And then also just to function in society, are you really going to be intolerant of other people's opinions? If I was not tolerant of people's opinions and, I was going to judge people based on opinions like that, then you're just going to have a hard time making any friends or, just making it anywhere in the world. Do you think game balance is like small ecosystem? Each change affects multiple parameters, and game balance is not as easy as people think. This is absolutely true. The game balance is not even close to as easy as people think. Blizzard has done an amazing job. I don't think there's any other RTS game out there that could have this many professional gamers playing it, and it could be this balanced for this long at such a high level. Anyone that claims that they could balance the game better than Blizzard, you're an idiot. You're stupid. Shut up. My question is, can I ask you anything? I like how as soon as I'm like tolerant of other people's opinions, ha ha ha, you're stupid, shut up. No, but it's pretty much the truth, because ignorance does exist. All right, my question is, can I ask you anything? Answer is yes. How big, small is your penis? There's a special new unit of measurement called the TPU, Trebis penis units, and it's based off of my penis. So mine is 1 TPU, exactly. Why not Reddit AMA on r/starcraft? Probably because most people that don't already know my channel won't really care about me. So I don't know, maybe it would get me some publicity, but whatever, this is for my viewers. I don't know, is that a good idea? Should I do this on Reddit? I kind of feel like probably only my viewers will care, so I'll just make this for you guys. What is your view on the American government limiting the availability of contraception to American women? That's terrible. I think it's bringing religion into something that should be people's individual choice, although they're not really limiting the availability of contraception. I don't know. I didn't follow this story horribly closely, but I think contraception should be available to everyone. Yes. What would you do if some aliens roasted planet Earth and found you as the last survivor? I'd probably try to hide, because they'll probably try to kill me. If they didn't even want to take some humans just to study them and they're literally going to kill everyone, then they're probably going to kill me too. So I would do my best to hide, but I'd probably just die. What would be the best question to ask Trebis? Trebis? That was the correct question. That was the best question. Good job. You got it right. Can you do a video using sock puppets? I could. Technically, yes. I'm capable of using socks, and I do make videos. So, yeah, I could. That is a very bad idea. That's not a question. What floats but doesn't swim, whispers but can't speak, and sits in a place where no one watches? What floats but doesn't swim, whispers but can't speak, and sits in a place where no one watches? I don't know. Were you the same riddle guy? Did you send me that other riddle? Why are people sending me riddles? It's cool. I like it. Riddles are neat. I don't know. Please tell me. Is it better to wait for the next generation Intel processor, Ivy Bridge processors to come out before I finish my desktop, or should I finish it now with the Sandy Bridge? They came out after Diablo 3, and that's definitely affecting my choice. My crappy laptop right now has to run Diablo in the lowest resolution. I don't know. I don't follow hardware except for when I need to make a purchase, and that was about 5 months ago. So I am behind. I don't know. Sandy Bridge is cool. I like it. Let's go with it. It all depends on your budget, really. Are you a virgin? Yes. I want to allow myself to be sacrificed if possible, if that ever needs to happen. Not really. Are you a Canadian? No. Hat does not give it away. Hey, Americans can have Canadian hats. You know why? Because Canada is America's hat, okay? So that's that's how that works. How do you think the government is doing? And are you Republican, Democrat, and why? I think our government is run by corporations for the most part, and they're not here to serve the American people. I'm a Democrat, but not a strong one. So that's that. Have you announced the winner of Diablo 3 Collector's Edition yet? No, I will do that on May 15th. How was school for you? Did you have a good time in high school, and what did you do when you finished? School was good for me. I went to a decent school. It was an okay school. It was not a great school, but I had... I had my group of friends. We were the nerd kids. I wasn't a cool kid. I wasn't a loser kid. We were just kind of nerds together, and while everyone was out drinking and having sex with each other, we were having LAN parties, and frankly, that's what I wanted to do at the time, so yeah, I had a good time in high school. What played poker, played games. It was awesome. That's what I wanted. Why don't you make Noob School channel focus on basic to advanced tutorials for many games like Dota, Modern Warfare 3, StarCraft 2, D3, GW2, and anything else that is popular? You got talent, and your SC2 was awesome. I don't know what happened after. Well, I can only make those tutorials for the games that I care about. I don't play Dota. I don't play Modern Warfare. I do play StarCraft and make tutorials for that. I do play Diablo 3 and make tutorials for that. I don't play Guild Wars 2. So I can only make for the games that I'm interested in and I care about, and I usually only care about a couple games at a time. So that's pretty much the way it's going to be. Do you think it feels nice to poop? Who doesn't? Are you kidding me? Actually, okay. It feels nice to poop if you need to poop. If you don't have to poop already and someone's like forcing you to poop, it doesn't feel good. Not at all. But yeah, most of the time, yeah, of course. What do you think of Star Trek? Star Trek is cool. I'm not a fanatic. The Next Generation is the best. And Deep Space Nine is the worst. I don't know. Enterprise, or not Enterprise. Next Generation is the best. How much money do you make per video per 1,000 views? I cannot tell you as part of my machinima contract. However, I can tell you the industry standard is between $1 to $3. Male or female? I am male. I am interested in females. Okay. What's your survival strategy for when the zombie apocalypse comes? I have a great survival strategy. Actually, no, I have a terrible survival strategy. I don't know why I said that. I have a strategy, though. First of all, right outside my front door, we have a couch that will fit in between the front door and kind of where this little ledge sticks off. So if the zombies are banging at our door, that's the first thing I'll do is wedge that couch in there to buy us some time. We're on the second floor, and I have no good weapons. Honestly, my best weapon is my guitar. Like, this thing is seriously heavy. If I knocked some zombie on the head with this, just bash him on the head, that would probably be the best thing. We have like kitchen knives that'll break after 5 seconds. I don't have any guns. I don't have like a baseball bat. I'm terribly prepared. If the zombie apocalypse happens, I am dead. I am dead, friends. Although, really, I think I could kill a couple zombies with this, because that has some weight to it. If you really swing it, I think that would be pretty good. Left 4 Dead wasn't joking, man. It's a legitimate weapon. Do you do a sport? I don't really play any sports right now. I played basketball for a while. Haha, he's tall. Yeah, I'm tall. I love racquetball. Used to play racquetball every day. I love ultimate frisbee. Used to play that all the time. I've been playing tennis occasionally, but racquetball's better than tennis. Although I do like tennis. I like tennis a lot. That's pretty much it. Religious? Nope. What computer do you use? i5 56 or 2500K and GTX 560. My gaming and recording setup, I mean, this is pretty much it. I have a Blue Yeti mic. It's an amazing microphone, sometimes too good because it picks up my computer sounds, so I have to turn the gain down really low. And then other than that, this webcam. And for recording, I use a program called Bandicam, which I will show you right here. It's a great program. Unlike Fraps, it will actually record and compress your video. So, like, this is a 30-minute long video. Good God. Good God, man. Is that true? Holy crap. All right. And it's only 800 megabytes. If this were a Fraps video, that would be like 20 gigs. Seriously, it'd be not 20 gigs, but it'd be a very huge file. So the fact that Bandicam can record and compress and it's relatively lightweight, I love this program. I paid 60, 80 bucks for it, but it was totally worth it. Oh, and I use Sony Vegas for editing. What kind of music do you listen to? Do you make music yourself? I listen to a lot of classic rock. Led Zeppelin is probably my favorite band of all time. I play music. I've never composed a piece of music before. Maybe I will in the future. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. How do you make jam? Doesn't have to be too specifically. I'm interested in jam production, possibly in a historical spectrum like jam production now and 200 years ago. Would be awesome to hear your response. Hey, you know what? This is Ask Me Anything, so I can't criticize that question at all. I have no idea how you make jam. I can barely cook myself. I can barely toast bread, okay? That's like stretching the limits of my culinary ability, is to put a piece of bread in a toaster. And then after that, I'm honestly not sure what you do. What's your favorite food? Nothing. Don't really care. What is the most scary thing you ever did? Oh, probably play Amnesia. That game is so scary. I've tried to play that game many times now. I'm just like trying to finish it, like, you know, as a personal goal. I'll play Amnesia in the most scary settings possible, right? Because I don't want to cheapen the experience. So I wait until there's like no one home. I close all the windows. I turn off all the lights. I put on my headphones. I turn them up really loud and just like get into the game. And oh my God, man, it's the scariest thing I've ever done. I can't play it. I don't think I'm even halfway through, and I probably never will beat it. Did you ever get in trouble really bad? I did not get caught. What would you never do? What would I never do? Oh, I know what I would never do. I would never go explore a cave for the first time, a cave that had not been explored, because that freaks me out. I read a story a long time ago about these cave explorers. Some of you might know the story. It was the scariest thing I've ever read. I'm not claustrophobic, but the act of like crawling through one of those little crawl spaces and you just have to like Superman your way through it and there's rocks on either side of you, that freaks me out. It's not cool. If it were like a touristy cave, I don't have a problem at all with that. Like, there's a million people going through that, not a problem. If it was some cave that we were like hiking and we're like, hey, look at that cave over there. You want to go explore it? Nope. No, I do not want to explore that cave. All right. What is your opinion about trolling? It's fun to do. I don't get caught by trolls most of the time because if people are either stupid or trolling, I assume that they're a troll, so I just don't respond to them. Probably most of them are just stupid, but, you know, whatever. What is the funniest thing that ever happened to you? I wish I had a better answer to this. The funniest thing... I don't know. I'm not sure what the funniest thing is. All I know is I have certain friends that I hang out with that it's like a thing where my laugh makes them laugh and their laugh makes me laugh, and so it just becomes this like terrible snowball, and then our abs just end up hurting at the end of a night. So those are the funniest things. Nothing specific. I wish I had a better answer for that. Do you have a favorite company? Do I have a favorite company? It might be Apple, just because they're freaking geniuses. I use Apple devices. I have an iPhone and an iPad, but I use a Windows PC. But I think Apple. I think they're freaking brilliant, and Steve Jobs is a legend. So yeah, probably Apple. What makes you special? What makes me special? I think I'm good at picking up new skills. I think it's something I'm good at. Is that like just over the years I've taught myself a lot of things, and I'm good at picking it up quickly. Like just from useless things to useful things. Like useless would be I taught myself how to juggle, so now I can juggle pretty well. Not just like the 3-ball whatever. I can like actually do tricks and stuff. Or teaching myself an instrument, or teaching myself to use all this editing software that I had no idea how to use. I think I'm good at picking up skills like that. Also, I think can be a persuasive and good speaker with practice. Do you think you and me could play a game of StarCraft 2 together? Sure. How to get good at Diablo 3 for noobs? Please include class explanations, blah, 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 how to play tips. Nice videos. That's a big question, and we're all Diablo 3 noobs. Nobody knows how to play Diablo 3, so I couldn't tell you. I'm going to be learning to play the game just like everyone else is when it finally releases. So stay tuned, and I will have those tips for you, but I just don't know them right now. Who's your favorite author? Right now it's Kurt Vonnegut. I just finished reading Cat's Cradle. I'm reading Breakfast of Champions right now. So I don't know, over infinitely over like my whole life, I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna say Kurt Vonnegut because he's my favorite right now. Can I pay you to help me get better at Protoss? Yeah, send me a private message and we can negotiate. Will you respond to my comment? Troll face. Do you think anyone can become a pro gamer in StarCraft 2? This is interesting. Do I think anyone can become a programmer in StarCraft 2? Yeah, I think anyone can with enough practice and dedication. It's kind of a thing where, depending on how many people are actually trying to be good at it, will determine whether you can just get there with just practice, or whether you need practice and the right environment and the right genetics. Because in something that's not that competitive like StarCraft 2, there's not that many people trying to become Flash. So the pool of people inputting their talent is relatively small. And I think to actually become a pro gamer, probably anyone can that really has the dedication to practice enough. To become Flash, I think, or to become one of those people that's like a pinnacle of their sport. Like the person I was thinking of is Michael Phelps, who's just like, wow, you're the best swimmer that's ever swam. That takes a special mix of luck and dedication, because you have to be lucky in that you have to, and if you want to, all that I'm talking about, I'm kind of pulling from a Malcolm Gladwell book called Outliers, which is a great book if you enjoy nonfiction and kind of psychology, that kind of stuff. Some people can reach the very top, depending on how competitive it is, just with raw practice and dedication. If something gets overly competitive, then it takes that practice and dedication. And to be, the Tiger Woods, Michael Phelps, the Flash, takes just being lucky with your genetics, lucky with the people that you are around to practice with. Just takes some luck, basically. Will you cast my game I sent you? Maybe. I don't know what your game is. What are you doing in your free time? Pretty much this. This is my free time and my taken time. Do you think any race is imbalanced or overpowered? No. Maybe at the lower leagues, it's like someone with less skill can be better with Terran than they can with Zerg. I think that's probably the case, but the balance, I think, needs to be balanced for pros because their entire livelihood is based on that. So I think it's very well balanced. What made you decide to start SC2 Noob School? I decided to start it because I was learning a lot about StarCraft 2, and there was no good place that had a lot of these fundamental concepts well demonstrated in a video. And so I wanted to do that, and I thought I could offer something to StarCraft 2 community, and so that's what I did. What's the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to find your own meaning and to pursue that, because inherently in life there is no meaning. You're born and you're gonna die, and that's the cycle that every single person that's ever existed, every animal that's ever existed, every cell of every tree, of every bacteria, is the cycle that it goes through. So there's no inherent meaning. Your meaning and your goal as a person should be to figure out what gives you meaning in life and pursue that, and then you die. And that's just the way it goes, folks. Okay, wow, this was way longer than I thought it was going to be. That took almost 45 minutes to answer those questions, but I hope you guys found it interesting. It was fun to do. I like talking about stuff. I like sharing my opinions on things, and yeah, let me know in the comments of this if you want to see me do another one of these, or if I should change the format. I mean, I'm just kind of experimenting right here, throwing stuff out there and seeing what's interesting. I'm interested in a lot of stuff, so even like specific topics I could talk on for a while, things that are very interesting to me. Like I considered making a lucid dreaming video, just kind of explaining it and telling my experiences with it, because I've had some crazy lucid dream experiences. I'm interested in meditation. Yeah, a lot of psychology. I'm interested in space and science and a little bit of history, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know kind of what this video was like, and if I should do it again. All right, thanks for watching, guys. GG.